My billionaire father left me a rundown cellar as my inheritance, while my brother and mother inherited billions in a mansion. After the lawyer announced the distribution of the estate, my brother noticed something was off with me and asked if I felt our father's will was unfair. He even offered to share half of his portion with me. I told my brother I wasn't unhappy, just a little confused about our father's intentions. Later, the lawyer approached me and handed me a mustard yellow envelope, saying the answers were inside. When I opened it, I found a key and a USB drive. My father had recorded a video instructing me to go to the back hill of our old family home, where the cellar was located. The next day, I followed his directions to the hill, lifted the tattered cloth covering, the cellar entrance, unlocked the door, and cautiously stepped inside, deep within. In one of the rooms, there was a scruffy old man. As I moved closer to check if he was still alive, the old man suddenly stirred, startling me so much that I immediately ran out. After returning home, I thought about telling my mother what had happened, but remembering my father's instructions, I decided to say nothing that night. I went back to the cellar, determined to find out who the old man was. To my surprise, he recognized me and seemed to know everything about me. When I questioned his identity, he avoided answering and instead asked me to bring him food. Left with no choice, I complied. Once the old man had eaten his fill, he told me that the reason my father hadn't left me any inheritance was because he had given my share to a mistress. I refused to believe him in my memory. My father had always been a good man, but the old man gave me an address and told me to investigate for myself to clear my father's name. I went to the address the old man had provided. The door was opened by an elegant woman. When I mentioned my father, she admitted that she had received part of his inheritance and had even borne him a son. I was stunned. Everything the old man had said was true. I returned to the cellar, this time determined to set him free. I brought him $1 million in cash and arranged a private jet to send him abroad, telling him to never return. But when I got home, my mother informed me that the old man was actually a criminal. By the time I rushed back to the airport, he had already disappeared and the pilot had been killed. The moment the reality sank in, my mother's phone was already unreachable.